Hello YouTube! I'm gonna make my 4th weight loss vlog. I think this is number 4. I didn't check. So I had my Weight Watchers meeting last night. It was my 3rd meeting. This is it's my 2nd full week on Weight Watchers, so I'm starting my 3rd week now. I wanted to talk about my weigh-in and the meeting and just kind of recap this past week. So it was pretty good overall. Sorry, I'm grabbing my little booklet here. Oh, I have my daughter in my little carrier. She's sleeping, so hopefully she'll keep sleeping while I make this. Anyway, okay, so I'm pretty happy overall with my weigh-in. I'll go ahead and talk about that. So last week I weighed in at 240.4, and this week I weighed in at 237.4. So I lost exactly 3 pounds, and I feel good about that. I indulged a little bit for Easter. I went out with family and I had some chocolate. I did, you know, kind of have some of the things that I wanted, but I did it all in moderation, and I tracked everything. Like every single thing I ate, I wrote down. And that is so helpful. It really helps you realize like how many points or whatever are in the foods that before you would eat or I would eat mindlessly. So yeah, that's been something that's been really helping me see what it is that I've been doing that's made it hard for me to lose weight. All right, so I wanted to talk about a few things that have helped me this week. Besides tracking, one thing that has to do with tracking is I downloaded an app. So if you're looking for a Weight Watchers app, I downloaded one called itrackbites, and it's really awesome. I love it so far. I'm on my phone all the time anyway, you know, checking email, Facebook, whatever. And yeah, so to go on there and track what I'm eating and have a nice app like that that has all the Weight Watchers stuff. It's not actually made by Weight Watchers, but it's the same thing. Has been really convenient. Also, I downloaded an app that has the point values, the point values for restaurants, lots of restaurants, like hundreds. So I've been looking at that a lot, like before I go places. Yeah, another thing that's been good about this week, actually the past 2 weeks, is I have not had Coke, which is a big deal for me. I significantly cut back on Coke because I'm breastfeeding. I know there might be some judgment out there on that, but I was consuming a little bit of caffeine still, even with breastfeeding. Mostly because I lack self-control. But anyway, I wasn't drinking a lot of it, but it's just been one of those things that I love to have, love, especially when I'm eating like bad foods or I'm eating, you know, out at a restaurant, that kind of thing. So I have not had a Coke in, I think it's been 2 weeks. I'm pretty sure. Like, it might have been longer than 2 weeks, really. Oh, you're okay. Sorry, I have to bounce or she will wake up. Okay, yeah, so instead of Coke, I've been drinking unsweet tea with like lemon and a little bit of sweetener. I was out at a restaurant with my family, with my sister actually. Hello, if you're watching. And she drinks unsweet tea. And so I thought I'd give it a try. And I love it, like love it. So I've been drinking a lot of that and a lot of water, and that's pretty much it. So that's been huge for me. So I say so all the time, I'm sorry. All right, what else? Another thing is points, the 0 point type things like fruits and vegetables. That's been like a lifesaver for me because I've been eating way more fruit than I did before. And I can't say way more vegetables, but I have been eating more vegetables than I did before. I still need to like kick it up on the vegetables. But yeah, like just having berries and apples around has been helping me with my sweet cravings. So that's been good. And when I have, you know, indulged, like I said, you know, through Easter, that sort of thing, I just, you know, I write it all down and I kind of see like, okay, how many points do I have left in the day? And then I'll try to eat as much fruit as possible, especially like, you know, not super calorically dense fruit like bananas. There's some bananas right there. Bananas don't stick around in our house very long anyway because my son loves them. But, you know, like I wouldn't eat like 2 or 3 bananas in a day, really. I would more eat, you know, apples or things like that that have a little bit less calories. So, not that bananas are bad, but you know what I mean. So, where was I going with that? So that's been helpful. Out of the 7 days, I went over my points once, and I went pretty far over. I can't remember the exact number, but it was like a lot. It was like 12 or 13 points over. And then 2 other days I came in under my points. And I know that's not really a good thing to do, but I just felt like because I went so far over, that was last Friday when I went over. Yeah, a week ago today. Then I kind of wanted to make up for it with my other days. So I came in like 5 points under 2 days in a row. Yeah, so those were days full of like fruits and vegetables and just me really being on point. Yeah. And so those were 3 days. And then the other 4 days out of the 7, I came in right where I'm supposed to be. If you're curious, I get 39 points per day. I'm also supposed to get more points for nursing. And then obviously if the 49 flex points or whatever. But I don't really use any of those. I know that may sound terrible, but I have a lot of weight to lose. So I just don't really think it's necessary for me to have additional points for nursing because I have enough fat going on. I have, you know, I don't mean that in like a mean way. Like I don't typically call myself fat, but I have enough storage in my body that I don't think it's that serious if I don't use those points. So yeah, so out of the 7 days, 1 day I went way over, 2 days under, and 4 days right on point. And it's so nice because I can just go on my phone and I can see exactly what I did every single day. And I really like that. So what else? Can't really think of anything else too much. I was gonna weigh myself on my bathroom scale like I did in my last vlog, and I probably will continue to do that in some vlogs, but my only hesitation with that is I always weigh in like a pound or 2 less on my home scale, and then the weight loss is pretty much the same, within like a pound of the same. So in the past 2 weeks that I've been doing Weight Watchers, I think I already said it, I've had a 4.8 total loss. But 3 pounds just this past week. So hopefully I can stick more on the side of 2+ pounds per week, at least for like the first month or so because I have so much weight to lose. Yeah, so I'm trying to think of anything else that's been helpful for me, like things I've been eating. I can't really think of anything. When I looked up fast food, that was helpful, just seeing like all the points for places because I love fast food. I don't know if I mentioned that. I know it's terrible, but that's like my guilty pleasure. What else? Yeah, like there were some ones that surprised me. Obviously, like there was tons that were like just so many points. Like French fries, I think from McDonald's are like, I don't know, 14 points or something like that. But there were like some tacos at Taco Bell that were 4 points or 2 points each, or I don't even remember. I'm just like blabbering now. So anyway, it was interesting to read about all the restaurants and places that I go and kind of look up things that I usually really like to eat and see how many points are in them. It was kind of scary. So yeah. All right, well, I'm going to leave it at that for this vlog, and I'll be checking in. I'm going to do a postpartum update. I'm exactly 8 weeks postpartum. So Natalie is 8 weeks old. She'll be exactly 2 months old on the 7th, which is in 2 days. So she's getting big. Yeah, if you have any questions, let me know. Oh yeah, that was one thing I wanted to say. Any like advice if you do Weight Watchers, or even if you don't do Weight Watchers, any kind of advice you have. As far as my physical activity, I'm not gonna lie, I have not been on point with that. I have gone on walks. I did do Zumba at home, but I have not gotten on the Couch to 5K bandwagon. I hate to admit it. I'm like so disappointed with myself because I said I would. But I am going to do it. It is a goal of mine, and I need to just stop talking about it and just do it. So anyway, hopefully I'll be updating on me actually getting out and starting that program soon. All right, thanks so much for watching, and sorry if I blabbered on there at the end. Bye.